スニョクです。キラーフリークエンシー2からやってきましょう。今のところ、救出率は多分3割ぐらい、いや、もうちょいいけてるか。4割ぐらいは助けてるんちゃうかな。で、前回、ここに来たけど、鍵を、なんかしたんよな。鍵あったわーって言うてたけど、結局鍵見つかってないんよな。ある？物体をリセットしてみるか。これで、入ってて、暗っていうか。鍵、あれ？鍵がどうのこうの言うてたけど、見えん。あ、これ？はーん。地下室の物置部屋。地下室の物置部屋ってどこ？地下室の物置部屋。地下室の物置部屋。ここ？こんなとこ空いてたっけ？
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Press the intercom when you find something and want
イ
to
ンター
discuss
コムを
it.
鳴らして、インターコムってどれ？インターコムってどれ？あ、
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere
物
in
置
this
部屋の
storage
どこかに
area.
通じてるみたいだ。
Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
再生してって戻らなあかんやん。ロックマンエグゼトランスミッション。再生。クライブ。
That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait.
ジョージ・バロ。
Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes.
この辺じゃないん？
I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
ここじゃないん？ちょっと違うか。段ボールの位置とかがちょっと違うか。こう。
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m.
溺れたことによる窒息死。女性話者。死後硬直の状況から死後5時間。写真。あ、どこ？どこ？これ？違うの見つけちゃった、これ。あ、いや、これか。新聞記事。あった。置いとこう。ブルブン。
This has to be important.
死亡診断書的なやつかな。18歳の、ジョージ・バロー。歴史。死亡者は攻撃的な人物だった。血中アルコール濃度が高かった。はあ。今置いたやつか、これ。命を危険を感じ追いかけられた可能性が高い。高いところから落ちた。録音ですか？やめてください。消された？ああ。俺はすでに死んでいるのだろう。
What the?
二重の新聞を購読している。
weeks ago, I noticed
新聞の見出しが目に留まっ
headlines
た。
in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the
あの
anniversary.
日が近づいている。
None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now
A new vinyl for my
is save
collection.
some folk from the worst that I can.
いいやつなんか、クライブは。で、悪者に酔わされて殺されたんかな。
Did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone,
おお、
but that's past matter.
やっぱり。
Now, there's more I could say that I
しか
shouldn't
し、
say, but my employer made it clear
妨害すれ
my
ば
family
家族は高い代償を支払う羽目になると
spoke out.
言われている。
So,
お、乗れるやん。
hopefully I've said enough for you, listener.
情報を残していく。
To start putting the truth together.
真実を解き明かしてほしい。
What the hell?
What
Peggy
the
isn't gonna
hell?
believe this.
なんか聞いてない？いや、これ聞いたもんな。
Time of autopsy.
聞いた。こっち行ったからこっちまでやったりする？あ、これや。
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and feet.
いや、これも聞いたな。
Typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blisters to the feet. As
足にひどい豆。あ、これは聞いてないわ。止まることなく走り続けていた。これで全部聞いたね。溺死、走り続けていた指に擦過傷。誰かに追われてた。え？
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an
Huh?
autopsy tape.
さっきまでさ、普通に喋っとったやん。
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know.
I don't know.
Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his
そ
life.
うそう、逃げてたんだよ
Sprinting
ね
through。trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and
うんう
everything.
ん。
I found a written autopsy
検視
report.
報告書
What。did it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia.
If it was on the
Virginia.
autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner.
うん。
Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
テイクアウトです。
If only she had made it. Then we might have learned more about what's going on.
It's okay. We did what we could.
え、全然ピンと
Takeout
きてない
idea
けど。
was a long shot as it was.
I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the
はい
story.
はいはいはい。
Post-mortem injury.
ああ。
Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
Ah.
A car door?
一個一個言わなあかんかったん、これ。
How do you suppose they can tell?
全部今まとめて解消してる。
I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he
運ばれ
got
たん
it
じゃない
when the police collected his body? I guess
誰か
someone
が。
else must have moved it after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
そうよな
But。the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier.
サンドラ・シャープ。
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the
うんう
reservoir.
ん。
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right?
そう。だから誰かが
There's
ね
no。forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
そうね。
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the reports suggest? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
あ、みんなか、これ。
I think.
Well,
町の
Sheriff Matthews wrote the
嫌われ
report.
者を
If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have
全
asked
員
him.
で何とかしたっていう話。
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from
そう
something.
やな。
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with
そう
that.
ね。
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia
うん
stop
うんうんうん
recording. I
クライ
think
ブ。
it was
はいはい。
Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's
ああ、
death.
だから殺され
He
たよ
left
な
this。behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office.
あの、
He
い
wasn't
た
tracking people down
サ
to
カ
kill
いた
them. He was tracking them down to save them.
命を守るために。
Why
ああ、
did
ど
he
う
just
しよ
come
う。
out with all of
自
this?
分から告発しようとしなかっ
He
た。
said his employer
家族に
threatened
危
his
険が及ぶ。
family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer?
雇い
The
主。
one who orchestrated the cover-up?
ポンティーズピッツァ
Clive, I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death
あ
to seem like an
あ、そう
accident,
やな。
and they hired Clive to make it look that
クライ
way.
ブを雇って偽装させた。
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
おう、自動で。3時。もうすぐ朝やね。
Thank God you're back,
持っ
Forrest.
てた
I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we
よかった。
supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
どうやって続ければいいのよ。
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now? If only Sandra had made it. We could have talked to her too.
サンドラが生きてたら、なんて。サンドラが生きてたら彼女にどうのこうの言ってたな。全然。わからん。仕方ないか。
You know, we win some and we lose some, I guess.
I guess.
助けられんかったやつのこと言うとんか。
Looks like we got a call coming in.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest.
Pizza.
I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But I wondered if you could send this special
ピザやろ、お前。
message to my uncle.
なんか動作が変。動作が変。ちょっと待って。よいしょ。あれ上に行く。やばい。上に行く。選択肢が、すべて上に行ってしまう。やばい。
Moving along,
抵
I'd
抗。
like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don.
Don.
We played your song, Long Ride Home. Did you hear it? Can you tell us?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
また選ばれんけど。 上に行っちゃうけど、危険な状況か。ああ、行けるわ。選んでるんか。
Do you mean
白が選んでないか。
He's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
あれでも違うな。手助けにしてもこうやもんな。なんかおかしいな。
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next after
Chuck.
Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system
あ
has me locked
あ、
out.
それであれが出てくるんやな。
I need you to help me get inside.
Don't you have a key to get in?
Only for the apartment door. The front gate requires an entry
会場
code.
コード。
The future is electronic, I guess. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a
Dinch.
prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
Is that a neighbor's dog?
Yes, it is.
なん
Boy, I
か、
wish he could muzzle that thing in. Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This
Eh?
guy can't get any. Those... He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help.
違う
The
な。
code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000 keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Starling 4000. User manual. Ah,
yeah.
These codes should come in handy.
715914。
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Di.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something?
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was
なんか変だっ
weird
た
about that.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
もしかして、入ろうとしてる。
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
これなんやけど。
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
Nothing except the manual.
All right. Well, I'll get Dom back on the line then, Forrest. I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
When you're ready, shut the music off. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
まあ、これは成功せんくてもなんか良さそうな気がするよ
John,
ね
are。you there? This
成
is
功したらさ
Forrest Nash
ここに
from
入ってこられそうやし、
4916
こいつちょっと怪しいもしかして
Oh, thank God you're back. I'm so afraid. What's the code?
どう
to
す
the
る
gate?
間違ってみるセキュリティ対策発動させるなんか解錠させるのはまずい気がすんねんな。K ファムどこ ?K ファムここやろ。でも電車の音とか、電車アーケード。メイソンストリート。電車はないか。電車はどこに通ってるん？ヤローズクリーク駅。これか。電車は、そんなに近くないんよな。じゃあちゃんとアパートなんか。あ、でも、この、ラジオを聞いてるあいつが入ってくるかもしれんから、アラームテストしてみる？ あいつにだって入られたくないもん。191519アラームテスト。
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest.
ごめん、それ嘘やけど。自分助かりたいの。大量のアラームが鳴り始める。遠くで叫び声。まあ仕方ないよね。
Is she?
ごめんな。自分の身を守るためなんや。
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespect the sanctity of the ring. Don't ever come back here
ロー
again.
ラーリッキーが助けてくれたんや。
I'm calling the cops.
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea.
Oh.
That was him.
男
That was the whistling man. The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle.
ちょっと予想と違うかったけど。
But I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know?
I...
Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You got it.
なんかめっちゃ好転した。
Gallows Creek.
やったやったやったやった。大成功や。絶対無理やと思ったのに。ローラーズリッキ
The whistling man is a woman?
ここにおったんか。ガブリエル病院。あ、で、電車ね。はいはいはいはい。皆さん同様、俺も信じられない。
I can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
そうやんな。何度も電話してたよ。いや、普
Yeah,
通やった。
she seemed pretty normal.
Why do you think she requested that song?
外におびき出すため。
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was
いや、知
outside
って
to
たよ
start。with.
投げたって。
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So,
おったけど
what
ね。
now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2.
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman, one who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe.
そうやな。
The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name.
そうやな。
If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks
男なんや。
have my new number, right? It's 911.
911。
Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
でも来るんじゃないん、さすがに怒って。
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore.
ケイシー・ムーア。
25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed.
刺された。
He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Somebody's been stabbed? Can you tell me what happened?
We've been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a
口
sudden.
笛。
He just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to
隠れろ。
hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or
見
see
えなかっ
anything.
た。
It sounded like he might
え
have known the person, and they just stabbed
知
him.
り合い
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a
わからない。
mask and wore all black. That's all I
あ
know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out.
まあ自分で刺したからそれは置いてくわな。
Then dragged him into the garage and called
通報した。
911.
はいはい。
Wait.
偉いね。
Why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" Before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest,
Ambulance.
ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason. Jason.
ジェイソン・
Parker.
パーカー。
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach.
別になんもないか。
Stabbed him again in his
なん
leg.
か見たような気がすんねんけど、違う？
Oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
We'll
足
be
に
right
刺さ
back.
ったまま。
Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it.
刺さったままの方がいいや。聖ガブリエルに電話して2番に切り替えて。
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh God, I'm sorry. But the ambulances.
救急車がちょっと、そうね、知っ
I
てる。
know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen. You're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now.
そやな。
And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood
止血
first
抜いたらあ
and
かん。
finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
No.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you.
い
You
け
think
る
you
よ
can。handle that?
抜いたらあかん。
We don't really have much choice. Hit me.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to
そうや
stem
ね。
the bleeding. Lay him down.
地面に寝
Apply
かせる。
continuous pressure directly
押さえ
to the
続ける。
affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it
次に
over
巻
the
く。
wounds.
Get them
楽な
comfortable.
姿勢、抑える、巻く。
Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed.
はい。
Got it. I
Got
think.
it!
You said he was stabbed, right?
刺されたんですよね。
If the object he was stabbed with is still in
刺
him,
さったままであれば抜いてはいけません。そうね。
it's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense though.
常識やぞ。
God, that was a lot of info.
コナン君
But I
見て
think
な
we
い
can
か。
handle this.
Glad you got it so far because there's more to go.
まあ、いける。
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it.
はい。
If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right, don't replace bandages, elevate his legs, keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really
大丈夫。
sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized and get him here as quick as you can.
はい。
Good luck.
Good luck.
Alright, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
OK。任せろ。
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
Hi, Casey, I'm here. How are you doing?
I need help! I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you
ナイ
left,
スや。
but he's still bleeding.
マ
I
ガ
don't。know what to do.
That's
布で
good,
押さえろ。
Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his
固
leg?
定や。動かすな。
Gotta be hell!
ダメダメダメダメダメダメ。抜いちゃダメ。ナイフに
No,
は触る
don't
な。
touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife.
おす。え
Yeah,
いえ
yeah.
いえ。
Bleeding.
お腹の傷は持ってる。じゃあお腹を押さえなあかん。ナイフ
I
を固
think we need
定。
to secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah.
洗濯物。ああ、いいんじゃない
Laundry piled up on top of the dryer. Some cloths on the hood of the car and
布
what else?
布はダメやな。ジャケット洗濯物の方が吸水は良さそうやね。雑巾はダメ。小さい。一番吸水するのはこれや。
Look in the laundry for something like a
タ
towel
オ
or
ル
a
かシャツ。
shirt.
あ、これで縛るってこと
Hold
ね。
that over the wound.
ああ、当てるんか。
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to buy you some new whites, Jason. Here Here we go.
おあー、でも意識あるんや。
I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again.
うん。
I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Now isn't the best time, Peggy. Can it wait?
Forrest, it's kind of important.
All right. Give me a second. Casey, I'm going to have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control.
頑張れ。
You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn's still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
忙しいやつや。
And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with
現
training
場
who
に行
can
ってもらう
stabilize
必要があ
him.
る。
He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
はいはいはいはい。何かアイ
Any
ディアは？
suggestions, Peggy?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid
Huh.
training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers.
はあはあはあ。
I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is
Reggie
probably
knows.
in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office.
レジのオフィ
It's
ス
a。life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with
え
that.
何よ。ここか。プライベート。ここかな。何これ。レジナルド・スコット。こいつにかければいいんや。
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
1009?
Nope, that's not working. Must be something else. Peggy, I still have no idea how to open this safe.
Okay. So let's change our thinking. What if we...
Hello? Is anybody
ええ
Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale.
あ
I tried to get him to rest, but he's just
入っちゃった
everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
ショックじゃな
God,
い。
it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be
う
okay.
ん。顔色悪くて。あ、出血収まってる。じゃあ、足を上げるって言ってたな。
Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right.
大丈夫、大丈夫。
I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
足を上げる。
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt.
Oh.
Okay. I propped his legs up on the box.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones? Or... Oh, God.
追加や。
Don't remove the bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so... I'll use my jacket. I can always get a new one. I'll fix his
なんか進んじゃった。
and get him warm. Hold on, please. Sorry.
1月7日。
I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? He's not doing well. Is he? Is he gonna...
おえ 気を強く持て。
I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that
レ
everything's
ジ
gonna
ナル
be
ド・スコッ
okay.
ト。
Okay? Nice.
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help.
これないやん。
Can't live there. Come on, Karen. Pick up. Oh, hello. Who is this? Oh, what
Karen.
time is it? Karen, it's Peggy. Something terrible has happened, and I need your help. Peggy? Oh. Did Reggie find out about our drinking sessions? What? No. Somebody's been stabbed. He's at 25 Nancy Drive. There's no ambulances, and... Whoa, Peggy. You know I missed first aid.
ははは、そうや
I
ね
have。no idea what to do. Please, Karen, you always know what to do. You're the best we were able to come up with. I really don't know about this. Karen... Okay, I'll do what I can. 25 Nancy Drive, right? Yes. Thank you, Karen. I really owe you one. You're looking for Jason and Casey. Thanks. I'll head over there now.
え
We'll talk soon, okay?
ダメじゃないこれ。助からんの
Hello,
じゃん。
Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak, and I just don't...
痙攣し始めた。
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on. Come on. Hello? Jason, Casey? I'm Chris. Everybody, are you there? Can you let me know?
頑張れカレン。これカレン頑張れんかったらさ、
He's definitely been
マジで
stabbed.
後悔するくない？
I'm gonna need you here, Casey. It's gonna be all hands for this one.
というかこいつらに連絡することもなくカレンになってんけど。
I have to go now. Good luck, everyone.
どういうこと？電話してないけど。
It's gonna be all right.
関係ないやん。
And with that, the show moves on.
え？
We're
関係ないやん。
sending our
なんで？
best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
これ何？ブラッドリー・カーター。ブラッドとバーバラ。これ死んだね。これ全部書いてあるんや。
Play a record, Forrest.
うるせえ。次誰にすればいいかを見ときたいんや。こいつやん、絶対。うわぁ、ジョンに行かせるべきやん。死んだわ。ごめん。もう誰も救われへん。終わってんねんけど。もう戻られへんし。閉じ込められるし。もう終わってるわ。ダメだ、全然救えない。ごめん。ごめんよ。ジョルノやったっけ？ジョシュアやったっけ？忘れた。ごめん。もうあかん。記憶もない。誰も救えない。
What song should I
彼も
play?
言ってもらってごめんな。無駄死にしただけや。
Caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky.
Oh.
Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man. Thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you.
ガーディアンエンジェル
A little white wing halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky,
救った
I'm
もん
just
な。
glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Oh? What's that?
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
Oh.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gals High and played on the football team together.
本当はこうやって助けて、情報が聞けて、犯人の手がかりが
All right.
つかめるっていう
and
や
what
つやっ
does
たん
that
か。
have
で
to
も
do with、
ほぼほぼ
tonight?
死んでるからな。
Because George?
実際のところ救出率 20% あるかないかよ。あそこで大量に死んだもんな。
Tell me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long,
高校生。
man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man,
彼女そいつやろ。
there was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
絶対そいつやん。その人の名前は？彼女のことを教えて
Ricky,
くれ。
listen, this is very important. I need to know everything about her.
I didn't really know her before, or see her after that. I never even got her name, man. I just remember he called her
デ
Bean.
ィーン
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us
なん
anything
か
you
ドーンっ
remember.
ていうだけでちょっといい
I just
黒人っ
remember
ぽいイ
pretty
メー
girl,
ジやけど
man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long.
これは人種差別ではないですよ。イメージな。
We're
なんか
just having a
唇
good
厚め
time,
の
and then
髪の毛長い美人な色黒の人っていうイメージな。イメージ。イメージです。
goddamn whistling
勝
man.
手なイメージ。個人のイメージ。決めつけてるわけじゃない。ほんまに。
And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
君のせいじゃないさ。
It wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
救うことができた数少ない君は何も悪くない。
it took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has
ビーン
any
の情報
info。about
ビ
this
ーンが本名か
mysterious
どうかもわからんけど
being,
な。
please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
ポンティースピ
All
ッ
right,
ツァ
folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax.
リラックス
We'll
で
be
き
right
る
back after this. God.
Find out for yourself on line 1.
笑ってる。
Hello?
ピサじゃないか。
I'm glad I got back through to you.
レスリー、
Sounds
あ
like it's been a busy night, huh?
あ警察
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be
はあはあ
heading
は
back.
あ。うんう
We're
ん
happy
う
to
ん。
have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through.
はあはあはあ。
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on.
うん。
I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I
Huh.
told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with
チ
me
ー
to
ムを派遣
stop
した。
this.
おー、
That's
や
great
る
news. That's crazy about the phone lines,
電話
though.
線の件は気味
Do
悪
you
いけ
think the
ど。
whistling man cut them?
あ
I'm guessing
ー、なるほどな。
I don't know how
彼女
how the whistling
ど
man
っから聞いとってん
but that
ちゃんと
doesn't
聞いとる
matter.
やん。
Listen, we're coming in hot, but we
う
need your
ん
help.
協力
I
が
know
必要
Gallows
で
Street
す。
isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the whistling man is,
そう
we
そうそう
can't
そう
get
そう。
him. Her. That's where you come in.
え
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The whistling man already called up a few times.
え
I bet she calls again.
逆探知
We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this.
後ろの音で
I'll do my best.
I know
どこ
you
か
will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway,
はい
I'll
はい
radio the other cars and tell
後ろ
them
の
the
音
plan
で
to
どこ
go.
か考えろよっていうことじゃない？
It'll be with our killer behind bars.
できるかな？
We'll see you
地図
soon,
が英語
Leslie.
やからさ、なんかパッと見て分からへんのよな。電車の近くやったらこの辺とかなんか。
But for now,
ほんまか？
let's bring in our next caller. Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Forrest?
Casey,
Is she?
is that you? Are you all right?
どう？無理やろ、無理やろ。だってあいつやもん。
Don't tell me. Is he?
Hey,
そうやろな。
he's gone.
Oh, Jason.
Your friend. They tried everything they could. They said he just lost too much blood.
Casey, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe he's gone. Could I have done more?
You did everything you could have done. You both did.
なんでやろ？でも選択肢みたいなの出んかったな。
Thank you, Forrest.
軍医のやつを。
Hey, guys, I'm
生かすみたいな。
really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing.
It's all right, Peggy. I understand.
頑張ってね。頑張るよ。
Thank you, Casey. I'll be right back.
Forrest?
Yes, Casey?
Before Jason passed out, I
おお、やるやん。
asked him who did this, and I think he knew who attacked him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He
ジ
said
ョ
it had
ー
to
ジ
do with a
バロ
boy
ーってい
named
う
George
名前の人と
Barrow.
It all keeps coming back to
関係してる。
George Barrow.
He said that George died during, God, what was it? Whistling night? Some kind of prank night. And that the person who stabbed him wanted revenge for George.
あ
Casey, are you absolutely sure this is what Jason said?
Yeah, I think so. Jason still seemed with it when he was telling me. So I don't doubt what he said.
Did you say Jason told you who the whistling man is?
He did. He said it was a
うん
woman.
な。どん
They
や。
went to school together. Somebody called Mer-
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
やば。切られた。
How do we get it back on?
まあ。マリー・キャンベル。
An emergency broadcast?
緊急放送？エイリアンの襲撃。
Fair point.
うん。大きな赤いボタン？大きな赤いボタンってでも。まあってマリー・キャンベルしかおらへんけど。っていうか停電中やったらさ、やばいんじゃない？防犯システムとか止まってるやろ、これ。マリー・キャンベルじゃないん？マリー・キャンベルに見せかけた、なんか別のやつ？
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
あれじゃない？なんかあれっぽいと思うけどな。めっちゃ触れそうなオブジェクトやのに、これあれ？めっちゃ触れそうなオブジェクトやのに
That must be、
あ、
it.
これや。
Oh, we've got
わか
power.
った。え？
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
近づいてる。やばい。やばい。めっちゃ怖いかも。このゲームで今一番怖い。え？大丈夫よな。なんで急にホラーゲームになんねん。開いてる？
Oh no.
連れ去られた。
Peggy, where'd you go?
あ、わわわわ。
Wait, this can't be happening.
何？喋れって？ペギーのやつむず、どこ？
A call.
どれや？これか。
Where's
Peggy,
Peggy
what about-
gone?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night, almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time
え
still.
まだ少し時間がある。しっかり楽しむ。夜明けになったら。
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well,
え
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one
で
who
そもそも
started
発
it
端
all.
を作った人物。
Let me take that out of your
え
mouth.
どういうこと
You crazy
え
bitch! Let me go!
どういうこと
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait,
It's all gonna come out tonight.
どういうことどういうことどこにお
Your
る
daddy and his money saved you 20
あ
years
なた
ago.
の父親は大金をはたいてあなたを助けた。ああ
Coffin with all the
使い中のお金を手に監獄から入
wait.
る。
Where the hell is Teddy?
えど
How,
こ
how are you talking to him if you're here?
ほんま
with me?
どうやって
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if
Hmm?
he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then
ペギ
who
ー
am
もし
I
かして
looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
息子え息子
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
は
So there were two whistling men tonight.
なるほど
Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing.
なるほどな
Wonder when he went crazy wearing this.
人の名前が英語やったらわからなさすぎて
Marie?
マリキャベやっぱりなまあって言っとったもん
George's old girl. Well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it!
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
But
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night.
レディがジョージを殺した
20 years ago.
listen to me. You.
ああ
You're gonna talk when I talk to you.
言うてん黙っとけて
Before.
お前
Meanwhile,
黙っとけて助けるために言ってあげてんねんぞ考えたらわかるやろ
You're gonna help me reveal what
秘密は
really
僕の
happened
手
to
伝ってほ
George
しい
all those years
ジョージ
ago.
に何が起こったのかをああまあ気にはなるからね
I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Murdered?
だから喋んなてどうなってるんボッコボッコに殴られてるん
I said
刺されてるん
speak when you're spoken to.
そうやぞうん
Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago.
Huh.
And that's why I want you to interview us.
なるほど
Interview you. All right. I can do
視
that.
聴率高いなってめっちゃ嫌
Help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a
な
good
るほ
job.
どうまくやってくれたらあなただけは生きていやいやペギーも助けんかい
Alive.
ペギーもテディはいいペギーを助けろ
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows
あ
Creek.
そういえばそんなんあったな
And if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end.
これ独り言聞こえてんじゃん
Start with you. Just talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know?
は
It was 20 years
ボコボコにして
ago.
まえお
Hit him again, Marie.
味方やこいつ気に食わんかったからな
Okay.
正
Our
直
first team party was
殺
coming
害してしまってもいいと
up.
思
When
う
I
けど
saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we
あ
could
あ
prank the new
彼女
guy.
がされたみたいなな
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight
So.
as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they
はい
call
はい
it
はいはい
later.
お前らのせいでな
You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up
ウ
near
ィスリング
Whistling
ポイント
Point. God.
ジェイソ
Who's
ン、
there?
ジョージ。
Me? Jason?
パンティスピッツァ
George,
ー
of course. But George
So-
didn't come alone.
お前や。
He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too.
ランナーリキ。
Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He
参ってしまった。
came
へ
apart
え。
one day. Some people do. He had some issues.
息子これ聞こえてるん？
I didn't want him to hurt his
繋いでるんか？
So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night,
実行した。
we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed.
え
And the whistling man. Screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was.
リッキ
He and Teddy were as
ー
close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
いやでもリッキーは
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason
リッ
to.
キーはいい
Why?
やつやぞ。
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
あ
But he. Well. It doesn't
Ah.
matter. He didn't rip his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was
Eh?
just a stupid prank.
単なるいたずら？
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on.
Oh.
God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
If I'd saved Jason, maybe I could have derailed her for a bit.
え
Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked.
は
And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but
あ。トゥートゥートゥ
I
ー
scream, and he starts laughing,
助けてくれたんかもしかして。
telling me it's
Eh?
just a joke.
I could stall for time here. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real. I felt small
まあこれやろな。
and confused.
それからって言ったら話が進んじゃうから。それからって言ったら話が進んじゃうから。
Who was under the mask, Murray? Who was the whistling man?
It was Chuck. Chuck Brody.
チャック・ブロディ。
Laughing away. But then he stops. And he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at?
いいぞいいぞいいぞ。時間稼ぎできて
Teddy.
る。
What happened
おい、テリー
next?
に聞くなよ。
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
なんで君はどこにいたんだで時間稼ぎする？どうして知っている？まあ、これとこれは同じ意味やな。どうして落ちた？
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man, too.
あ
I
あ、
didn't
二
push
人。
him. God damn it. I just chased him up there and
そして、
he kept backing up.
あ
When
あ、
I
な
saw
る
he
ほ
was
ど。
about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
ほんまか？
You liar. It's not
Ma.
my fault. He didn't know it
殺
was a joke.
したくはなかったんかも
If
な。
he had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all,
突き落としたわけではなかったとしても、どうして隠蔽工作を？繋がってるよな、これ。
If she's lying, why the cover up?
My future was
Ah,
at stake,
市長ね。
Nash. You know what it's like.
いやもうこの放送になってる時点で無理やで。
Us are bred for bigger things.
めっちゃ暇そうや息子。
Here in this town, Forrest.
やばい、
And
しま
then
った。
governor. And then who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake.
はいは
It
い。
was just a stupid joke gone wrong.
ジョークではない
So
よ。
my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip
はあ？
ruin
何を言うてんねんこいつは。絶対許されん。
Blip?
That's an evil thing to say, Teddy.
That's the way it is.
はあ？
My
許せんな。
father agreed with me.
You never found his body, Murray?
I looked all night. Jogger found him the next morning, washed up on the river.
あ
Instead of telling the truth, she lied. She said she found him in the reservoir.
Our jazz runner, Sandra Sharp.
あ。ああ。
Guess we'll never learn why she lied now.
Everyone was in on it, Forrest.
せやな。
Even the coroner wrote a
え
fake report.
あ
Said
あ。
George was drinking.
そうやな。
He just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. If Dr. Sullivan had survived, then maybe.
there's no excuse for what she did, Forrest.
だいぶ時間稼いだ。
I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but
Eh?
no, that coward killed the story.
あ
But Maurice Russell is dead now.
あ。死んじゃったな。辛い思いをしてきたんだな。これやな、
Good through
共
hell,
感。
Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. Never should have started. Shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff.
許せない。
Punished.
罰を受けるべき。
It's coming to a stop. At least for now.
初めて出会った。
Where George and I first met before he joined
彼がフットボールチームに参加する前のこと。
was right after
リングス
he
ロー。
shot the winning throw.
バスケ。
Wait a sec.
めっちゃ来てる。めっちゃ来てる。バスケやろ。
Gallows
ウ
Tree
ィニングス
High
ローって。
in the gymnasium.
めっちゃ来てるよ。
That's
ほ
right,
んま。
Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes,
うん。
we're here. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview
怖っ
with
怖っ
Teddy. So,
攻撃してくる。うん。
Marie? Where?
Peggy!
Teddy?
You gotta help me.
いやもういいやろ。
You'll talk more
テリーはもういいよ。
Now we have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did. Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come.
Marie! Oh my god. I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd
同
forgotten.
級生
I'd never forget
自分の
my
姉
sister.
姉
Sister. Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to
ケ
Casey,
イシ
I got a
ー。
call. Do you remember?
ケイシーって誰
Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
姉の声やったらわからん
My sister
かった
is the whistling man.
Good to see you too.
あ、分かってたん、
Why
ペ
didn't
ギ
you
ーは。
tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister.
あ
I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or
なるほ
come
ど
with
な。
me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
You should have said something. You should have told me.
I know, okay? I should have. But I didn't imagine this situation then, so
あ、
just...
そうだよ。
What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared. I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night. But did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet.
まあ、圧力がな。
When they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're just gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
え、事前の策
next best thing. Do you mean?
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy.
うん。
Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept
この
it
デスクに
here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Well, I never forgot you. Well, no one's gonna forget now.
まあな。
Peggy, no!
Ah!
え、唐突に。出せ出せ出せ。
Henry, kill him.
え、そうそうそうそうそうそうそうそうそう。抑えろ抑えろ抑えろ。ええ窓から逃げられん。これで戦う？
Henry, you don't have to do this. There's still time to make the right decision.
ほら、ああ終わったー。 お
No!
お
Henry, get out of there!
We have one wounded, one dead, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
自分は助かった。
Please, freeze!
Forrest.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She. Oh my god.
ああ、
Peggy,
めっちゃ刺されたもん
where's
な。
Marie?
Gone. Bolted right
Huh?
on here. Police are right on her heels. Calm down. It's over, Forrest.
マジか。スーパーバッドエンドやん。これもうちょっと人助けできてたら変わってたんやろうな。え、バリ死んでる。エンディング。もう荒れちゃったんやね。コンティスピザ頼んでるやん。クソうるせえ。容疑者を拘束した。お、近くの森。お、捕まえることはできたのか。これペギーの。どこに置いてあったやつ。うるさい。フリークエンシー。タイトル回収。ジェニファー、スコット、シンシア、タミー、ペギー、フォレスト、マーフィー、ホットデイビッド、チャド、ヘザー、ペギー・ギャローズ。こいつ死んでよかった。ジェイソン、バージニア、サンドラ、モーリス、ユージーン、ローラー・リッキー、カイロ。うるせえ。リサ、セス、チャック、マルティネス。フリークエンシー、ジェイソン。キルラーフリークエンシー。オリジナル作ったんか。すさんでしまったんやな、フォレスト。もう、だって超荒れてるもんな。お、来た。捕まえろ捕まえろ。でもこれ絶対飛び降りて死ぬやつや。バッドエンドやもん、バッドエンドやもんな。何もいいことがないよ。1,2,3,4,5,6,7,8,9,18,19,20,21,22分の1,2,3,4,5,6,7,8,9,10。50ちょい、58% ぐらいは助けれたんかな。半分。 ゲーム下手くそかよ。でも選択肢1個ミスったらさ、ゲームオーバーってむずくない？そう思いませんか皆さん。ね。難しいよね。あ、やっぱりな。飛び降りた。まあそうなるやろうな。バッドエンドやもん。誰も助からん。え？生存してんの？何やってんだよ！何やってんだよ！あれ？色変わった。何やってんだよ！ポンティスピーター！これの真似めっちゃ上手くなった。ポンティスピーター！モノマネ得意やからな。せな！ねえ、抱っこしてほしい。説教はあまり得意ではないが、骨身にしみる教えをくれてやろう。
Hello?
お？誰？プランカー？
We got a slow roasted pizza and a note to call this number. I just want to say, dude, thank you. This is like the best thing I have ever put in my mouth. This pizza made a single tear roll down the cheek of my good friend Norman the Barbarian. It's a little too late for this.
遅すぎる。
But you're not.
ん？終わった。はい。ということで今回プレイしたのはキラーフリクエンシーポンティスピーターでした。次やるかどうかわからんけど、まあ攻略見ながらトゥルーエンドをみんなと一緒にできたらなと思ってます。所要時間は1時間2時間ぐらいになるんかな。パパッとやっていく予定ではあるんでね。まあもうちょいかかるか。普通にやっても3時間ぐらいはかかるんかな。その時間が確保できるようになったらまたやりたいと思います。いつも不定期配信ですけど、見てくださってありがとうございます。もしよろしければフォロー、チャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。それじゃあね。バイバイ。またね。